Hey Twinsburg, I owe you guys a big apology. I said I was going to put together a whole bunch of short videos to explain these charter amendments, and I didn't quite get around to it because, quite frankly, I got a little sick.
I got a fever.
Yes, I caught tiger fever. I would like to thank Coach Salter, all of his assistants, the cheerleading crew, their advisors, the marching band, director Ryan Bonnets, all of the fans, whether you were in the stands with your cowbells and vuvuzelas or if you were at home with your remote cheering them on, the Twinsburg Athletic boosters, the marching band boosters, and especially the young men of our Twinsburg Tiger football team who gave us an amazing season that will surely give us great memories and gives us a lot of hope to look forward to prosperous seasons in the future. Okay, I know I already covered issue 31, but I'm going to give it a quick recap here and go over it, and then we're just going to fly through these as best I can. The charter amendment is issue 31, which has to do with redrawing our council ward boundaries based on U.S. Census data as opposed to using registered voters, as recommended by the 2023 Charter Review Commission. So as I said in my first video, this is what they should have just given us, what they're adding and what they're striking. There's a whole lot of red ink there that they're changing, and it's not terribly confusing, but it does not benefit the residents in any shape or form. So that one's a big no for me. Issue 32 is about vacancy in the mayor's term. If the mayor leaves, then does it go to a 6-month runoff, or does the next person in line fill in for 2 years? That's going to leave us with an unelected mayor possibly for 23 months. These are the changes in section 404 detailing as to how an interim mayor will stay in office for up to 23 months. Issue 33 deals with how the city goes out getting bids for different work and contracts as to using electronic means exclusively as opposed to advertising in a newspaper. These are the proposed changes in section 603, where the city can advertise by electronic means only and not in newspapers. I do know of more than a few senior citizens that still rely on newspapers. They're not very tech savvy, and one friend of mine doesn't have a smartphone, doesn't have a computer, doesn't want one, has no need for it. In this section here, also, council may authorize a purchase or contract involving an expenditure of more than the limitation of general state of Ohio law without advertising for bids. That just opens themselves up for a whole lot of indiscretions. Issue 34 shall the proposed amendments to Article 7, Section 701, 704, 704A of the Charter of Twinsburg regarding the Department of Public Works into a Department of Public Service, Department of Wastewater, as well as amending the length of time and blah, 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 as recommended by the 2023 Charter Review Commission be adopted. I haven't been saying that for each one of these, but that is important. As recommended by the 2023 Charter Review Commission, which we'll go on to talk about that later, is an illegal commission. Okay, I don't like that they got 3 different things lumped into one issue, but we're going to try to do the best we can. 701, they're getting rid of the Department of Public Works and cramming it into the Service Department. They are also removing the Historic Preservation Commission, which that puts a big no on me right off the bat. 704 is where they changed the Department of Public Works into the Service Department. And 704A, Department of Wastewater Treatment, shall consist of a director of wastewater treatment and other such divisions. So basically, they're making it a division of service and adding another director. These departments have worked fine for years the way they are. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 5 has to do with how our Civil Service Commission works. limiting their terms to 3 years and basically being able to take police, fire, or anyone who does civil service requirement jobs to come in without having to give them a civil service exam. Section 705 of our charter deals with how we go about doing our civil service positions. Now we got red ink, we got blue ink, we even got some purple ink in there now. Again, more confusing stuff. They're eliminating the Public Works Department and cramming that under service. They are eliminating the Director of Planning and Community Development and making that its own position. So they're hiring another person at a higher paid level for that, while they're eliminating the Public Works position. Again, I don't see a benefit to anything, and it's confusing, and they should have made a better effort at trying to educate us on these. Issue 36 has to do with Section 1204, with the City of Twinsburg being allowed to advertise electronically on the city website or other electronic mediums in lieu of posting notifications in a newspaper. Going back to my friend who doesn't have a computer and doesn't want one, I don't like this one.
Currently, we do not have the Twinsburg Bulletin and newspapers.
Wrong. We have a Plain Dealer and Akron Beacon Journal available. Changes for Section 1204 allow for the city to advertise on electronic mediums only and not in newspapers to be a requirement anymore. Last time I was at Circle K, I still saw a Cleveland Plain Dealer and an Akron Beacon Journal there, and my friend Bruce is very happy that he can still get his city information that way. Issue 37, shall the proposed amendments to 707, 708, 709, 710, 711, and 7804 of the Charter of Twinsburg, as recommended by the 2023 Charter Review Commission, be adopted? What? So as I said earlier, I don't like the fact that they lumped 3 different amendments into one ballot issue. Here they are lumping in 6 amendments into one ballot issue. What if I like 1, but I don't like the 5? What if I like 5, but I really don't like that 1? Not the way to do it. Okay, I want to show you all something. This is the mess that I have on my dinner table here from trying to put all of this stuff together here. It's kind of hard to do this in selfie mode, but I'm going to do what I can to get all of this paperwork and craziness on here just to try to make some kind of sense of this stuff. But the most important thing that I have not said on every single one of these, but I have said it more than a few times, is as recommended by the Twinsburg Charter Review Commission. So the big point to take out of this is if you don't understand it, don't change it. I've been saying that all along. But a really big point here is as recommended by the 2023 Twinsburg Charter Review Commission. As recommended by the 2023 Twinsburg Charter Review Commission. As recommended. As recommended. Every one of these issues and charter amendments as recommended by the 2023 Twinsburg Charter Review Commission be adopted. Let's go to our handy dandy charter of the city of Twinsburg. Thank you, Sally Gadosh Publishing. It says very clearly in here, and I'm going to highlight as we're doing this, on or before 5 years after the recess of the last preceding Charter Review Commission, the council shall appoint, I got my highlighter lined up here, a commission of 9 qualified electors. 9 qualified electors. That means they are registered to vote. We did not have that. Council was aware of that. They were made aware of that by private citizens. They continued on with this Charter Review Commission, and then they decided they were going to throw in an alternate, and there's no provisions in here anywhere that say anything about an alternate, and then they just decided to finish without the person altogether. This person made motions. This person voted on it. This is an illegal commission. All of these amendments are all submitted by this illegal commission. It is all fruit from a bad tree, and none of it should be considered legitimate. We should vote no on it because the city is opening themselves up for a potential lawsuit, which they will lose. So we covered a lot of ground in a short time tonight. I apologize for the choppy amateur nature of this video. I'm doing this through my cell phone with an app that I just got last week. I don't have the unlimited resources of City Hall. I do have a full-time job that I have to maintain, and trying to keep these things honest in City Hall, they make it a full-time job sometimes. I hope I did some kind of job of educating you, but none of these benefit the residents in any shape or form, and I personally see how they could benefit in City Hall from all of these. I am voting no on all 7 amendments, and we have the rezoning. If they can't handle something as precious as our charter getting it right, I don't trust them on the amendment or the rezoning either. So that one's another no for me. Again, I apologize for the video, but it's late and I'm tired, and I was enjoying football for a little while. But I hope this helps you guys out. Have a good night.